children develop emotional intelligence and learn to cope with stress. In Christchurch, they know a bit about it. Rachel Parkin went on a crash course. It might look like anarchy, but this is the energy roller coaster, controlled chaos. And today, these Riccarton Primary tamariki are teaching a strange big kid.
How old do you think I am?
7,
20. Yay!
About sparklers.
Sparklers is things that helps you to calm down your brain and body. When you feel frustrated,
Because, like a roller coaster, our energy and our emotions run high
and number 4, getting a bit more energy now. Where's your high five here? Yeah.
to low.
Oh, my favourite.
So, learning to manage those seismic shifts is a game changer.
It makes you calm, makes you brave.
And boy, do Christchurch kids know about being very, very brave.
We did do a lot of just deep breathing and talking about how we were feeling and how it's okay to feel those different ways and what we can do when we feel like that and how we can support each other.
For this proud Cantab, it's beautiful to see.
And are you the original sparkler? Yes. It's such a joy. It's such a privilege.
A privilege that's reaping results.
We have a breathing exercise called hikatiatiha, and we heard that some boys were using that on the field to calm down after some conflict.
Oh,
I know.
It's good for grown-ups to do it when they're sad that someone's died of their family.
It's a lovely time to do it, isn't it?
And if we learn these things early, we have them for the rest of our lives.
All right, Room 13, can I just have you in this kind of area here?
Fire Haley is one of more than 2,000 across Canterbury teaching sparklers.
The children are bringing all kinds of things into the classroom, so it's really good and really nice way of calming down, making sure that we're in the right place to learn.
Sleeping statues are Room 13 fave.
So our tummies are going in and out, in and out.
Priya, I feel relaxed.
Wonderful, good answer. Your brain's woken up, what a good answer.
And once that brain's awake,
We're going to have a go at game face. We feel good about that? Yeah. You stole a biscuit when you weren't allowed to. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you forgot your lunch. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow, some great faces there.
great faces, great kids, great morning.
What number is this? This is number 6. Battles!
Hooray for sparklers.
You guys rock.
Kia ora, I'm Anna and I'm the project lead for Sparklers. It's lovely to see you here. If you're new, haere mai, and if you've been here before and are familiar with Sparklers, it's so great to see you back. Also, thanks so much for your curiosity and wanting to be here and your obvious want to make a difference for the well-being of tamariki in Aotearoa. Sparklers was created after the Ōtautahi Christchurch earthquakes in response to the many requests that we were receiving from kaiako and from teachers asking for support with the tamariki in terms of noticing more emotional dysregulation. Before we go into that though, I really want to acknowledge our supporters along the way. We were really keen to support schools and kura, and particularly tamariki. But we were really keen also to not do that in a way that singled out specific tamariki who were finding things hard, because we all find things hard sometimes and we all have mental health and well-being. So this is what we wanted to address with Sparklers. So while Sparklers was initially created for Canterbury primary schools, it has travelled throughout the motu. We know now that Sparklers is being used in up to 60% of New Zealand primary schools. And the reason for this is just because of a little bit of TV coverage, some reasonable social media, but also you as teachers wanting to pass on information that works, and that's allowed it to travel throughout the motu. We also got great advocates and friends such as Dr. Lucy Hone and Denise Quinlan talking about Sparklers as well. So why haven't we created Sparklers as a program? The biggest reason for that is that we want it to remain adaptable. Adaptable in the context of the tamariki that you work with, in the context of your environment. For example, you might be a rural school and choose different activities compared to those in a kura kaupapa Māori school. And also adaptable in terms of context. So at the moment we have a COVID time and we don't want Sparklers to be interrupted by that. Sparklers can be changed up in order to make it more physically distancing, as we like to call it, or we can also provide Sparklers at home. Firstly, I'd like to take you for a look around Sparklers. So firstly, you'll come to our homepage. We have the activities and then a teacher section and then Sparklers at home. I'll take you through these. If we head to activities, the easiest way for you to use this section is with the filter, because as you can see there's loads of activities, I think around about 80. On the left hand side here we've got the wellbeing topic, and this might be where you go at the beginning of the week to do any planning or any kind of focus area that you have or working on currently. Then the activity type, which is where you kind of just want to shortcut it to a quick game or a worksheet, or if you are in ECE Kaiako and want to look at activities that we think would be useful, they sit here. If we head to the teacher section here, you'll see anything in here that is specific for you. So there's level changing guides and kind of our kind of hints and tips on how to best manage that. There's a bit about Sparklers, how it works, and just some of the questions that we get from teachers regularly. And then we have Sparklers at home, which is a new part of Sparklers, developed during our bubble time in order to support teachers to in turn support whānau at home with their home learning, and also to directly support whānau who are looking for some fun activities. In here are some of the things that you might just want to add in for some home activities for whānau over school holiday time, over the weekends, or if you've got a particular topic that you're working on, there'll be something in here that will help. Also in here are right down the bottom some guides that are just, I know teachers use them all the time. There's how to help kids keep calm, how to help kids manage worries, and a few others in there as well. And they're great to print off and give out to all tamariki to take home, or give out on those parent-student interview days. It also means that teachers and kaiako get to do the activities that they feel the most comfortable with. And in that, when we feel comfortable with something, we're more likely to give it a go, we're more likely to be explorative with it and curious and have some more fun. The other thing is that being non-programmatic means that you can start Sparklers anywhere. There's no beginning, no middle, no end. Just do the things that you feel able to do, want to do, and meet the needs of your tamariki. At the moment, we're having huge fun exploring a whole year with Sir Mason Jury's Te Whare Tapawhā. We've started off with an enormous wall display that tamariki create as a collaborative project. And we've even got our designers to create your specific rākau or manu that might be significant to your classroom or school.
Today we are going to be creating our own Te Whare Tapawhā worksheet, similar to this one that you can download from our Sparklers website. Grab yourself a piece of blank paper and some pens and let's get started. Te Whare Tapawhā is a way to think about our hora and overall well-being. It is a model of health and well-being. We love it because it demonstrates that heaps of things contribute to our health and well-being. Things we'd expect, like our taha tinana, our physical health, but also things like our relationships, like with our whānau, and our connection to the whenua, the land and the place we live.
So whether you work as part of a special character school, a primary school, a rural school, kura kaupapa, or an intermediate school, we've found that teachers in kaiako come to Sparklers in 3 predominant ways, and they all work according to the research. I'll take you through them. So number 1 is to look for something specific. Using the filtering systems at the top of the activities page of Sparklers, think about any class theme that you might have at the moment, an inquiry topic. You might also want to think about any issues that you've got going on in the classroom at the moment. They might be friendship issues, or they might be you're noticing that somebody here coming in really unsettled and not ready to learn. And if this is you, or you've got something specific that you want to address, head to the wellbeing topic inside of the filtering system and then find the activities that best suit the needs of your tamariki. Is to look for an activity that best meets the needs of your tamariki who are going through the most challenges at the time. And I know that sounds like we're breaking our own rule, but what we know from our research is that these tamariki love Sparklers because generally it looks like good fun, and it is, or it looks relaxing, and those are the sorts of things that they're really happy to engage with. We also know that if we have a child who's particularly restless, you might want to choose activities such as energy roller coaster. What we know about the tamariki who don't have any issues with kind of restlessness and being on the go all the time is that they still get something out of it. What they do is they learn to be empathetic around people with different levels of energy than themselves. They might learn some strategies to let the person next to them know that they'd like them to be still or move out of their comfort zone. And they might recognise about themselves that they're naturally kind of adapting and adjusting their energy for the situation, which are all great things. So number 3 is super easy. Just do what it is that you feel comfortable doing with your tamariki. So if you love a certain learning area such as the arts, we've got that covered for you, and do those activities. Start there. If it is that you love being outside with your tamariki, then we've got that covered and you can choose the activities from there. If you love the activities and feel comfortable with them, so will tamariki. You can just take it from there. So I just want to leave you with some of the answers to questions we're most regularly asked. It works because the activities are fun and engaging or relaxing, and tamariki want to be doing them. But it also normalises wellbeing, kōrero, and time and activities inside of school and every day. Sparklers is completely free. You have access to everything on our website. Nothing is hidden. Absolutely not. You incorporate well-being into your day every day just through having great relationships with tamariki. So trust yourselves. You just need to take Sparklers activities, find the ones that you're comfortable with and go with them. We know too that there are experts, if you want them, available through other education providers that bring Sparklers with them, such as Mighty, such as Life Education Trust and Manaake. They all use Sparklers as a part of their mahi. But also know that we are available as well, and if you want to flick us an email, we'd love that. And how many times a week do you need to use sparklers? We always talk about a little and often, which our research points out to being around 4 times a week for as little as 10 minutes a day.
Tēnā koutou te whānau ko Aaron Hāpuku tēnei ngā mihi aroha kia tātou katoa. Waitangi Day is a beautiful opportunity for us as New Zealanders from all walks of life to celebrate our identity as a nation, to introduce ourselves to the beauty of te reo Māori, and to find out how we connect to one another. And we can do this through the beauty and the simplicity of pepeha.
Hello everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to make your own gratitude journal to remind us of all the things and people who contribute to our lives. You can print out our template online and colour it in, or you can make your own if you follow along with this video. Grab 2 pieces of A4 paper and fold them in half to create an 8-page booklet. If you have a spare notebook, you could also draw it into there.
Shiver me timbers!
Shiver me timbers!
Land ahoy!
Oh!
Scrub the deck, me hearty, scrub the deck! Oh no! Man overboard! Ah! You still there? Oh, lucky you're wearing your life jacket. What? Active fun play is good for our well-being. What?
They're beginning to understand more about how their emotions work, about how that looks for other people when they have quite strong emotions. We've also done a little bit of work around emotional brain and learning brain, so trying to talk to them about if their emotional brain is going well, then their learning brain can operate.
We do a lot of mindfulness here at Julie, so it's really quite good when we do the breathing and the more mindful activities. You can really see a change in their body language and they just really seem to settle.